vote for good luck.
All right.
You always get my actual bone. Hi guys.
I actually practice.
Do you?
Yeah, I every morning.
You practice?
I wake up and I do booty hits again in front of the mirror. I'm like, let me get this right. My hands are like, wow, they're so sweaty right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sweaty. Let's start this. What's going on, guys? I'm J.R. Munoz, and this is...
Marissa.
And this is Ask the Two of Us, episode 4.
Cuatro.
Boom, 4.
Cuatro.
Yes. You want to go to the room? Welcome back, guys. This is episode 4. You guys sent us in three brand new topics. Thank you guys.
Well, they sent more than 3.
I mean, yeah, you guys always send more, but we choose 3. You're
yes.
Right. You are right. Thank you guys so much for always sending these. Reminder, the emails. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Reminder.
We need help.
There is the email that is always here throughout the whole video, and there's also the emails also down in the description. You guys can send us a long format, more detail, anything you want. You can keep it anonymous. You can say your name. Anything goes. Yeah.
Yes, please send us emails. The juicier, the better.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
So let's get started. All right, baby. What are we drinking today?
Ooh, today we went back to the high school days and we got some Jamba Juice.
Back to the high school days.
Am I wrong?
You are right. College for me.
What's it called? Oh, the white gummy, which is funny because that used to be on the secret Jamba Juice menu and now it is on the regular Jamba Juice menu.
Oh, it's on the menu now.
Yes.
It was the secret menu.
Right?
Wow.
Now it is on the regular one, so...
So is the red gummy on the menu too?
There's a red gummy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's still secret menu then.
Oh.
There's red gummy.
Oh.
Oh.
Mocha.
I got, this has always been my go-to since my college days. Strawberries Wild. First question.
Question number 1.
Comes from Josie Almanza, and she asks, what do you think about giving second chances in a relationship? It's pretty good. Go ahead, milady.
I feel like it would depend for me. I have 2 different opinions on this. If it was a relationship that didn't serve you, as in maybe it was toxic or you just fell out of love with that person or whatever it may be. Usually I lean towards no.
Yep.
Because usually a lot of things don't change and those feelings and memories and whatever will come back.
Yep.
It will come back to bite you in the ass.
Yep.
But if it was like a civil breakup, we know friends that have broken up and we would like to see them get back together because we know that they would make a good couple, but we don't know the ins and the outs of everything that had happened.
Yep.
But from the outside looking in, some relationships look like you could get back together. If it was something where it was like a very clean breakup, no bad blood, no nothing, why not? If you can't stop thinking about that person, maybe you had made a mistake.
Yeah.
More likely you don't. But yeah. That's my opinion on it.
I 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
If it was already toxic, if it was already bad, if you guys already disrespected each other, if you guys were already on such a bad level and you guys broke up and then you guys went on and you guys started to miss each other and then people get tricked by the good memories.
Yes.
And you're only trying to remember the good memories.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God.
oh, look, this person, we did this, we did that, we did blah, blah. And then you're only trying to remember the good stuff, but you're blocking out the bad stuff. Like, why did you guys even break up?
Right.
Don't fall into that trap. Because I feel like a lot of people do fall into the trap. You fall into the good memories and you don't remind yourself of the reasoning behind the breakup.
Yeah.
You're only trying to think of remember this, remember that. Yeah, everybody's always going to remember the good stuff, but you got to remember more the bad stuff.
For friends that I've given advice for this on, I always say, like, make a pros and cons list of this person.
Yeah.
I know that sounds so silly, but it does work. Like, it really helps to, for me at least, and I think a lot of people are very visual. So when you start to really think about the things that, like, okay, we communicated correctly, or we got in really bad fights, or like, maybe his in-laws don't like you, or something like that. Like anything.
Write it on the list.
Write it on the list. Really take a look at it. Don't make a decision right away. Think about it, and then make your decision.
All right, next question comes from Juan, and he starts with, hey, hope you guys are doing okay, and it's fine. You're the cutest couple on Insta and on YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
So here's my question. All right, so I haven't been in a relationship in a while. I'm scared to give myself to another person or let love in because I've been really hurt. I know I can't love someone else if I don't love myself. I think I'm not ready to let people know who I really am. I think I'm stealing my own happiness away. I know I will regret this in the long term. Like, I really want to learn how to love myself again.
I think you realizing that you need to love yourself first is a really big step.
That's exactly what I was going to start.
Yeah, and that's something that really takes a lot of, like, growth within yourself and growing up. Is that the right word? What am I looking for?
Yeah.
Like, with age, you find that. Like,
That's very, very extremely mature.
Thank you. That was my word.
For you to realize that first.
Yeah, and I think that you're right. I mean, times do get very lonely, especially when we're all at home still. Hopefully we'll be able to go out soon. But yeah, I think that you're right in learning how to love yourself first, because you won't be able to love somebody the way that you want to, or the way that they need or deserve, because you don't know how to love yourself. And I think that is self-love is something that I talk about all the time. It took me a really long time to find it. I struggled with it for a really long time, and I think finally have it. Okay. But yeah, I think really do some soul searching. For me, like, what helped me with finding my self-love was, like, manifestations and telling myself every day that, like, I'm beautiful, that I'm worthy, that I'm, like, whatever it may be. Like, really truly telling yourself that and believing it is going to be the first step in that self-love journey. So
first off, 100%, you are extremely mature already. You know that you should be able to be by yourself alone and actually love yourself before attaching yourself to someone and having, like, relying on their love so that you can feel good about yourself, because that's not good. And a lot of people do that. They just jump into the relationship without being ready, and then they mess it up for the other person.
yeah.
So you're already on a step up from a lot of people. So well done. As far as self-love, it is truly an everyday thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Every
for
single
sure.
day.
Yeah.
Even I almost can guarantee even the most confident person you probably know still has those doubts, still thinks, like, it's still in their head, because every single person is in their head everywhere. Like, it's literally an everyday thing.
It's like an exercise, you know. You have to. It's a brain exercise instead of, like, a physical exercise. You got to exercise, like, your mind and your soul and everything that's inside, and then eventually you'll start to shine on the outside. Maybe you're not into this. A lot of people are not, but, like, manifestations, meditations, affirmations, believing that you are a good person will completely transform your life.
Yeah. Do stuff you love.
Yeah.
Do stuff you like. Do stuff that you're into. Do things you love, because the love for yourself will come back because you're just being yourself at the end of the day. Just be yourself, and you will love yourself for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like this way of the world, like, everything always works out, always. And maybe you need to just figure your shit out, and then maybe you'll find someone after. So just wait. Be patient.
Damn, that's where I was going. Take your time. There is no rush in anything. Even if you ended up being single for years. In my lifetime, I was single for like almost 7 years. For in between like relationships, just because all I was doing was me and nothing else mattered. Like literally worry about nothing but yourself and your future, and everything else will align by itself. All right, anonymous email. And it starts. First off, I'd like to start out by saying you guys are the cutest and I'm loving the channel.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, anywho, my significant other has 2 jobs, which in one he works with 98% all girls in an office, and the other he's surrounded by them. He's a musician. I've learned to be very understanding and to trust him, but sometimes I don't get this trust back. He's very suspicious of me whenever I'm on my phone, or if I go out with my girlfriends, he doesn't want me to go to a club or a bar. When I'm okay with him getting home from work 3, 4 a.m., and he works literally surrounded by girls. Again, he's a musician. Anyways, sometimes it makes me feel like he acts like this either because he's done or is doing something behind my back. Do you guys think something is going on, or am I overreacting?
I'm gonna say it plain and simple. I don't think you should trust him. I really don't. For me personally, if he's telling you that you can't go to bars and to clubs, why? 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 You know? Like, why is he setting that boundary for you when he's clearly doesn't have that boundary himself? I think that the way to always know that somebody's cheating is to kind of analyze like their behaviors as to like their trust or their controlling, whatever it may be. I don't think you're overreacting, but I think that you need to have an honest and serious conversation with him and say like, hey, this is what I need in my relationship with you. And if you can't provide that, then I don't want to be with you. And I think it could be simple as like, I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to be told that I can't go out to bars. I'm never going to tell you that you can't go out to bars. I'm never going to control you. I want you to trust me, and I'm going to trust you. And if we can't equally give that to each other, then this isn't going to work.
Relationships without trust, there is no relationship in my book.
Yeah.
At all, because there's always going to be the what if in the back of your head if you don't trust someone. So there's that's not good. Whether he is doing something fishy behind your back or whether he's not, that's still not cool for you to be very trustworthy with him, but not being reciprocated. I always feel it has to go both ways in relationships. If you can do this and that, then she can do this and that.
Absolutely.
Like there
should never even be any like, you can't go do that. Never. I would never look at you and be like, I don't want you to go out with the boys, or I don't want you to go like do this. What would my reasoning be? It's a very selfish reason, number one, and that's somebody that's extremely insecure, number two. Yeah. You don't want to, what base are you building for your relationship?
Yeah. You're not overreacting, not overthinking, because that isn't, it's not good. It's not good in a relationship. And you always got to think into the future.
Yeah.
I always say this, think into the future. Let's just say he's not doing anything wrong. And he's just that type of guy that he's just like, no, you got to stay home. You can't do anything. Think about your future. Like, are you going to say that like that forever? No, you're eventually going to get tired of that. And you're probably going to break up later. And it's going to be probably a worse breakup because you're already years down into the road and like deeper into the love. Who knows?
What if you have kids with this guy and you're like, one night you're like, babe, I need one girl's night. One, because you're being a freaking mom. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you probably have to look forward to. And I hate to say that. And I know this is probably really heartbreaking to you, but I think having that conversation with him and putting down your boundaries of what you need in the relationship and what you're willing to give him is going to be the first step. And then you can decide, like, if this is something that you want. And if you like being controlled or whatever, like, no judgment whatsoever, if that's the type of relationship that you see yourself being in, fine. but you need to have that conversation of like what your boundaries are.
Be straight up, be straightforward. Lay it all on the table. I, as a man, find no reason why you should tell a girl to not.
Yeah, no.
Like, if he's not doing anything suspicious behind your back, he's extremely insecure. And that's gonna bite you in the ass later on.
Have you ever had a girl tell you that you can't go do something? I feel like you would put your foot down.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I would let that type of girl be in my life.
No, yeah. I've had really controlling boyfriends, and they were all cheaters.
Oh, see? So that's a cool, good perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a similar situation where a boyfriend of mine worked at a club, and I was always very understanding of the situation, and he would come home at 4 a.m. and I would, of course, be there and be like so sad about it and wanting to like get the hell out of it, but couldn't find a way. And I had a conversation, and then ended up that he was cheating. And then I left his ass, and it was the best decision I ever made.
At the end of the day, without trust, there's no relationship.
Yeah.
And having this conversation, you'll know exactly where he stands after you let it all out on the table.
Yep.
If he doesn't change, or if he's like, nope, this is how I see it, then you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Or if he's really defensive, like, oh, well, I'm not going to be hit on as much as you because you're a woman. Leave him. You know?
You know, just have the conversation. Mm-hmm. Be straight up with him. And then after that, you do whatever you choose is best for you. Would you like to add anything else?
Yes. All right. We kind of have some big news. I'm pregnant. Just kidding.
Oh, man, that was good.
I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
That's how you dropped it to me?
No. Okay. But we do have some big news. He's sweating.
Oh, man.
We are going to be doing a new episode that's going to be kind of like a spin-off of this on the same channel once a month. It's going to be called Ask the Two of Us After Dark. And it's going to be where you guys ask us some real dirty questions.
Yes.
We want to know all of the dirtiest questions.
We want to know all of these sexual questions you might have.
Yes. And we also want to know your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yes.
We want you guys to confess the craziest shit to us.
We will keep it anonymous.
Yes, we will never ever say your name.
We would love to hear the dirty.
Yeah, we want to hear the dirty.
All the things you might have done, or maybe the things your friend might have done.
Yes.
But only you two know. Yes. We want to know those things.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be really fun. We're really excited about it.
And we're going to be drunk, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. We're going to be drunk and spill all the dirt and the dirty secrets. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on those notifications. That way you know every time we do post a video. Send those emails. The email has been here the whole video. It's also down in the description.
And remember, nice guys always finish first.
Boom. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
Cool. Good shit, baby.
Cool. Stop. Oh.